It's Monday, May 20th. Time to get you in the know. We're going to be starting off in Dryden, where we had a bit of hail. So stormy weather across parts of Ontario and Quebec, something we've seen in recent days. Now we head to Quebec for a look at some of the stormy weather seen there. And we could have a lot more of this on the way, especially as we head into the work week. That's what we're going to unpack for you now. But before we get there, our storm hunter Mark Robinson was in Windsor, Ontario yesterday, which was the hottest temperature in the country. And although much of the long weekend for Ontario and Quebec has been nice and warm, getting quite humid as well, those are the ingredients that might start to give the fuel for some pretty significant stormy weather. Meteorologist Reet joins us now to help unpack it all. Rhythm, it's kind of been that long weekend where there has been those nice days, but as I highlighted, some of that heat and humidity might start to have some implications for some stormy weather.
Well, whenever we're talking about summer-like weather, of course we're going to have active weather. But one of the places we want to highlight, or rather one of the days, it's going to be on a Wednesday. When we take a look at the Storm Prediction Center's outlook for Wednesday, we have the risk for slight to more marginal conditions of severe weather. That means severe thunderstorms and large hail will be the story as we head into the middle of the week.
Yeah, so that's something we're going to be watching. But before we get there, Rhythm, it seems like there's even a bit of a setup to really lead to some storms even as early as our Monday, but kind of gradually intensifying leading up to Wednesday.
And the reason behind all of this is the dynamics of the upper air. We have a heat dome over Tennessee. That's going to be all of your energy. When we take a look up towards the Dakotas, a low pressure system is going to form. And right within the sliver between that green, which is the troughing, and the heat dome towards the east, that's going to be our active storm track. Now we will see some of this set up into Tuesday, Matt, like you mentioned. But before we get into that, I just want to show everyone this, that hot humidity across eastern Canada. That's what's going to be fueling and moving up right across the east coast. As that cold front moves on in, and this might be the strongest low pressure system that we've seen in the Minnesotas and northwestern Ontario for May. As it moves on up, it's going to intensify a lot of more of those storms, bringing a lot more of that thunderstorm energy across regions of eastern Canada heading into Wednesday.
Okay, so heat and humidity and lots of moisture to work with for these storms as they begin to really start to settle in. So Rhythm, what are we tracking in terms of how this is all going to play out over the next few days?
So let's take a look already ahead at Tuesday. When we're already taking a look at those severe possible parameters for eastern Ontario into southern Quebec, we're looking at the risk of large hail and strong winds. And like I mentioned, Matt, that sliver of active storm track, that's going to be one of the catalysts for tomorrow. So when we're taking a look at where the green is further north and the yellow further south, that active storm track is right in between both of those areas. And as we take a look even into our day Tuesday, we are going to be looking at those warmer temperatures amplified across southern Ontario, London, Hamilton, possibly at 30 degrees.
Yeah, and you see that a city like Chatham's 10 degrees warmer than usual tomorrow compared to the seasonal averages, but you can tack on a few more in terms of how it feels like with the humidity. So, but that's for Tuesday. I mean, as you're saying, it really looks like we have our eyes on Wednesday as the more severe weather day potential.
And all of that warm, moist air is going to be spreading out right across eastern Canada. So Atlantic Canada, you will also be looking at that active storm track just nudging into areas of New Brunswick, but those warm temperatures really lingering across Halifax all the way into Montreal with 31.